I've come to realize that nothing in life is truly rewarding unless you're willing to take risks. Playing it safe rarely leads to greatness. As Nelson Mandela once said, there's no passion in settling for a life smaller than the one you're capable of living. Throughout your journey, whether it's choosing a field of study, applying to jobs, or deciding the direction of your life, you've probably heard advice like make sure you have a backup plan. But here's the truth. I never understood the idea of falling back. If I fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward because at least this way, I know what I'm heading toward. Consistency is key. Without it, you won't finish anything you start. So pursue what excites you, do what drives your passion, and above all, don't be afraid of failure. There was once an IQ puzzle with 9 dots that had to be connected using just 5 straight lines without lifting the pencil. The only solution was to move beyond the imaginary box. That's life. You can't be afraid to step outside the lines, to fail boldly, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals remain only dreams. Consider baseball legend Reggie Jackson. He struck out over 2,600 times in his career, more than anyone in history. Yet that's not what people remember. They remember the home runs. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before perfecting the light bulb. Each failure brought him closer to success. That's why you must fall forward. Failure is inevitable. You will stumble. You will embarrass yourself. You will lose at times. And that's not a discouragement. It's a reality. In fact, in my industry, acting, rejection is part of daily life. Early in my career, I auditioned for a Broadway musical role that felt perfect for me, except for one small detail. I couldn't sing. Naturally, I didn't get the part, but I didn't stop. I didn't fall back. I prepared for the next opportunity and the next. I prayed, I worked, I failed repeatedly, but there's a saying, hang around the barbershop long enough and sooner or later, you're going to get a haircut. Eventually, I caught a break. Decades after failing that first audition, I performed in a play at the very same theater where I was once rejected. Life had come full circle. The point is this: you have the training, the talent, and the potential, but do you have the courage to fail? Because if you never fail, you're not even trying. To achieve something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Picture this. On your deathbed, the ghosts of your unused potential, dreams you ignored, talents you never developed, ideas you left behind, gather around you. They are disappointed because they came to you for life but must die with you. The question is, how many of those ghosts will surround your bed when your time comes? The world needs your courage. Poverty, inequality, and suffering still exist. In Africa and the Middle East, in Japan, in communities across the United States. The world doesn't just need change, it needs change from you, from the young people ready to give their time, their energy, their creativity, and their love. So I ask you, what will you do with what you've been given? It's not about how much you have, but what you choose to do with it. Some of you have wealth. Others have compassion, patience, or knowledge. Some of you have endurance, creativity, or love. Each of these is a gift, and it's up to you to decide how you'll use it. Failure, in fact, often reveals where you don't belong and redirects you toward where you're meant to be. My own path proves that. I started university as a pre-med student. I struggled. I shifted to pre-law, then journalism. My grades plummeted until I was asked to take time off. At my lowest point, while helping my mother at her beauty shop, an elder woman gave me a prophecy: you will travel the world and speak to millions. At the time, it sounded impossible, yet years later, through film and storytelling, I've spoken to millions. Her words remind me, and should remind you, that risk isn't only about chasing careers. It's about being open to people, to ideas, to the unknown. The risks you take, the people you meet, the faith you hold, and the love you give, these will define your life. So never let fear paralyze you. Don't play small. Don't hold back. Give everything you've got. And when you fall, and you will, remember this: fall forward.